Hi guys, I am back to show you how I blow dry, trim and straighten my hair after about 3 years of being natural. So I start off with the blow dry, and you know heat protectant is a must. I'm using the Shea Moisture coconut oil leave-in conditioning spray and the Joico straightening balm, both because of their heat protecting abilities and also because they're very lightweight and I don't want my hair to be weighed down with any heavy oils whilst I'm straightening my hair. I use the Revlon One Touch hairdryer that I have used before, and I have a video of which I'll link above. The reason why I like this is because it helps to just keep my hair detangled and make that blow drying process easier without losing too much hair from snagging. I put my hair in twists just to make it more manageable, but I've taken it out now just so you can see the length and how big my hair is. The downside of the Revlon One Touch is that it doesn't really dry your roots properly. It just doesn't really get down into the roots. I think it's because of the shape of the brush, and the bristles don't allow you to pick out the roots. And blow drying your hair as straight as possible means that you can use less heat from the actual straightening tools. So I go in and straighten out my roots as much as possible, just to make sure that before I move on to the next step, that there's no moisture in my hair and that it's as straight as possible. So now for the big one, the press. Of course, I'm using more heat protectant, and it's my favourite Chi Silk Infusions, which is a heat protectant serum. I don't use too much because I don't find it necessary. I just section my hair into 4 sections in the usual way to make it more manageable, and I concentrate on the back section. I think it's key that I used very small sections so that it didn't mean that I had to do extra passes with the ceramic straighteners, and it also meant that I could you know, just get it as straight as possible section by section, but you know that does take longer, so there is a downside. I'm using the comb to act as a guide. As you can see, the comb goes on first and then the straighteners run through. It just means that my hair goes through the straighteners a lot more easily. What I do is I kind of do one pass just on the roots and then another pass on the roots all the way to the end, and I do that on each section. So effectively I've done 2 passes on the roots and 1 on the ends. I do that just to make sure the roots are as straight as possible and to avoid unnecessary heat on the ends, because I don't think it's necessary. And you'll see anyway that I go over this and actually add some curls to style my hair. But here's, so far you can see it's quite straight in the roots. I'm really feeling it. I'm quite excited because you know, I've not done this before since I've been on my healthy hair journey. I had straightened it once before since being natural, but my hair wasn't in a very good condition. I didn't really know what to do with it, so I feel like this is like my first time. As you can see, I'm doing a bit of a length check, and my hair's down to like the number 6 on this t-shirt. You can't see it clearly, but it is. But as you can see, the ends are very thin and sparse, and so you will see later that I give my hair a very needed trim. It's more of a cut, to be honest, but for now I'm just focusing on straightening my hair section by section and investing time in doing that in small sections and being patient to make sure that I don't compromise the overall style by, you know, trying to rush through it. And it does pay off, but you know, I think the entire process probably took me about 4 hours. So yeah, I can't help but keep on doing length checks because I've just not seen my hair like this, and you know, I wanted to make sure I documented it for you guys so you could see how I was getting on. So my hair's about halfway straight. Yeah, more length checking. I think it's, you know, the straggly ends are probably going past the 6. I don't know where that takes me to. I think it was probably just about on my bra strap, but it's not a healthy length, so I don't get too caught up. Here you can see I put the comb into the roots of my hair and then straighten the section over my ear. That's so that the straighteners can't touch my ear and burn my hair. And if you're like, you know, a bit nervous about the heat burning you, then you can try that one out. I do always do this over my ear. You can see that I change between using a fine tooth comb and also using my Felicia Leatherwood's detangling brush as the guide for chasing through my hair before straightening. I just found it easier in some sections. My hair is quite coarse, and you know, I didn't want to lose hair in the fine tooth comb, so I just like use them interchangeably as I feel comfortable. In some sections where my hair is longer, the Felicia Leatherwood brush works really well, but in the, you know, sections where my hair is shorter, I don't really get the grip that I need, so I use the fine tooth comb. And I just keep on going through section by section. You can see I'm using a really busted comb here. Probably wouldn't recommend it because those sharp edges where the teeth had broken can actually snag on your hair, as you can see. So don't do what I do. And I just carry on doing that until my hair is completely straight. The roots of my hair are, like, you can see that, you know, auburn reddy color. That's because I had henna and indigo on my hair. The henna adds a red tone, and the indigo, you know, over time, as it builds up, will make your hair black. So you can see the ends of my hair are darker, but the roots are lighter. Anyway, if you want to know a lot more about why I do that and how I do that, I do have videos talking about my grey hairs, which are very extensive, my allergies to hair dye, and also how I henna and indigo my hair, which is completely chemical free and all natural. It's just herbs, so I'll link that above so you can see it. But just check out my videos because I do have a few that are just covering the backstory and the process. The thing that I haven't mentioned is before I even straightened my hair or blow dried it, I had washed and deep conditioned my hair. I actually used the Aftergy 2-minute reconstructor and also the Aftergy shampoo for damaged hair because they're very high in protein, and I wanted to kind of build my hair up before I did heat styling, just to give it that extra layer of protection and resilience against the heat damage, because I was incredibly nervous about heat damage because, you know, I've been working so hard on keeping my hair healthy. This is the first time I've really straightened my hair, and I'm, you know, just trying to like figure out what the tolerance of my hair is to heat, so I didn't want to overdo it. You can see that at the end my hair is not dead straight, but I kind of like that because it retains some volume. For some reason when I straighten my hair, I just feel like it doesn't look as thick. And so I didn't want it to be, you know, too straight, because I think it looks better for me when it has body. I've got a big head, so I can't have thin straggly hair, and also because, you know, it just meant that I didn't push my hair to its limits in terms of the heat. So I'm pretty much done with the first run through of the straighteners, and here is how my hair looks. So it's looking okay, looking pretty good so far, so good. You know, looking forward to seeing the end results. Again, I can't help but do a length check. As you can see though, my hair does need a trim, so I go on to do that, and oh god, I can't tell you how much better my hair felt and looked afterwards, but you'll see in a moment. I haven't really been able to trim my hair straight for a while because I always trim my hair whilst it's in twists and it's in its naturally curly and kinky state. So I wanted to take the opportunity of my hair being straight to give it a really good trim. In my previous videos I mentioned that I was suffering with split ends, in particular around the front, and just damage to my hair. I think that was happening for a couple of reasons. I think one is potentially that the way I was styling my hair in the past, I was probably doing a bit too much and causing damage, causing mechanical damage as it is, you know, like damage from manipulating your hair too much. I think the other reason why my hair was splitting in the way that it was is because I probably wasn't trimming it as much as I needed to. You know, in the quest for growing hair and retaining length, the combination of not protective styling enough and not trimming enough meant that I had quite significant split ends. So I am cutting quite a lot off here. I cut about 2 inches from the back, and you know, I wasn't shy about cutting it. You can see that it already looks a lot better, but shorter as well, which I'm comfortable with. And I'm using brand new hair cutting scissors because I just didn't want to take any risks, especially as I'm trying to make sure that this trim leaves my hair in a really healthy condition. So anywhere where there was damage, I didn't try, you know, and keep the length. I just cut it straight out. So the back I cut off about 2 inches, and as I moved towards the front, I cut off much more. I would say I cut off between 3 to 4 inches from the front. And because that's where the splits had gone the highest, and my hair at the front was really long. It was probably as long as it was in the back, so I could afford to cut more off of the front, and for the shape of my hair to still have that tapered look that I really like, and for the front of my hair to be quite long. So you can see one side I've cut, one I haven't, and it's quite long. Well, it's quite a lot shorter on one side than it is to the other, so I'm just going to go ahead and trim this side. Here you go, and you can see how much I take off. So even though it's like 3 or 4 inches, because they're straggly ends, it doesn't, you know, look bad. It actually looks a lot better. And I'm just checking how the 2 sides match up to make sure it's even, and I just keep on going through and making sure that, you know, I'm not holding on to anything that I shouldn't be. And yeah, here is how it looks after the trim. I'm just checking that it's even throughout. There's no ends that I have missed, and you know, just trimming the ends made my hair overall look a lot thicker, because there weren't the thin ends making it look bad and tapered. So my hair right now comes up to about the number 5, just about. So yeah, that's a good 2 inches off the back, as I said. Now I'm going over with my straighteners, and I'm going to just add some large loose curls. So I don't really ever do this with my straighteners, so I'm not the best in the way that I do it. The technique isn't perfected, but you know, it was good enough for what I needed. So I'm not necessarily trying to tell you how to, you know, create curls with your straighteners, because I'm not the most experienced, but you get the drift. I am just showing you what I did, but if you can do it better, then go ahead, girl. So I just go throughout, curling and then holding the curl for a few seconds so that it doesn't drop, and I do that throughout my hair. I haven't added any more heat protectant on because I don't want to weigh my hair down. As I mentioned, I already have 3 types of heat protectant on. I've been conservative about how much heat I use, how many passes I use the straighteners for on my hair, so I'm pretty comfortable that my hair should be adequately protected. Let me know in the comments if you want me to show you whether or not my hair reverted. You know, I could be talking nonsense for all you know. You know, I hope I haven't caused any heat damage, and the truth will be in the pudding for when I next wet my hair. But let me know in the comments, and like this video if you want to see how my hair reverts. I'm happy to film and upload this video. But yeah, I just go throughout. My hair I'm really enjoying because it just looks so much healthier now. All of that sheen is just from the health of my hair, and you know, the protectant, and also obviously straightening your hair makes your cuticles lie flat, and so it gives the appearance of more shine. Yeah, what can I say? I just keep on doing it throughout until my hair is completely done. What I will say is that after my hair was done, I did not know what to do with it, how to sleep with it. I don't think that it was straight enough for me to wrap it, and I chose to pin curl it. Unfortunately, when I was filming this video, I actually had a bit of a fever and I wasn't very well, and so I sweated quite a lot that night. So this hairstyle probably only looked like this for this video, and the next day wasn't in the best condition. I think if I did it again, I would probably use rollers, and that would keep my hair off of my scalp, and if I sweat in my sleep, as I sometimes do, it would kind of give my hair some protection against the moisture and hopefully mean that it stays straight for longer. But it still looked really cute. Check out my Instagram for how I went to Paris with my hair, because I did this style for my birthday. But yeah, here are the results. My hair was light, It was, you know, voluminous. It looked healthy. I really loved the curls. It was just everything, everything. Let me know if you liked this, if you enjoyed it. Please give me a like. Let me know if you want to see the video where my hair, I try and revert back to my natural texture, and hopefully there's no heat damage. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all again soon. But keep up to date with me through my Instagram, which is the same as my YouTube name, Dionnes. Take care, everyone. Bye.